Hey sugars, this is Granny here. We're teaching you how to write linear equations for parallel and perpendicular lines. And I made a nice little recipe over here to help us out. Alright, let's look at our first example because I ain't got very long, baby. Alright, so the first one says write an equation in slope-intercept form for a line parallel to y equals 3x plus 1 with a y-intercept at 0, 3. So what we're going to try to do here for my recipe, if my arm doesn't get in the way, is I'm going to write my equation for a line in slope-intercept form, and I'm looking for the m is in slope and the b is in the y-intercept. Well, in the problem it tells me that I need it parallel to 3x, and parallel means it's going to have the same slope. So I just use the slope from that one, which is 3, and then it tells me the y-intercept is 3 also, so I can use that. And there's the first. Oh, come back over here. Lord, it's worse than Jehudi. All right, we'll get that over here, and that's our first one. All right, let's look at number 2. Write an equation in slope-intercept form for a line perpendicular to y equals 1 over 3x plus 1 that passes the 0, 0. All right, so here's what I need this time. I need a perpendicular line to it. That slope's going to be a little different. My slope on the first line is 1 over 3. To get it perpendicular, I have to do two things. I got to flip the fraction over and change the sign. All right, flip it and change it, just like my little 1-year-old. All right, so we can make that into a -3 as a whole number, and that's what we're going to use for our slopes. On this second one, when we're replacing the m and the b, we're going to use our slope -3x. Now, what about the y-intercept? Well, it says it passes through 0, 0. Well, since x is 0, that means that y is the intercept, which is 0, but we don't even have to put that. So we're just going to jot that right down, and that's it. All right, let me clear and erase this thing right here and show you the next one. All right, let's scroll on up. It says, write an equation in slope-intercept form for a line with a slope of -3 over 2 and an x-intercept of 2, 0. Well, this one's going to be a little bit different. Oh, my goodness. Get my pen back, sugar. Thank you. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, so the slope, it tells us it's exactly 3 over 2, so that's going to be easy. We just stick a -3 over 2 right there. Now we got to find the y-intercept, but don't be careful now. Be careful, sugar, because this says an x-intercept. That's not a y-intercept. All we know is that our line goes through this point, 2, 0. So we're going to have to come over here on the side and do something extra. Kind of like putting extra butter in your recipe. We're looking for B. It's right there. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use this XY point over here, 2, 0. So the Y is 0. The M, we're going to use our slope we got it the first time, -3 over 2. Our X number is 2. And B is what it is. All right, now, when you got a whole number and a fraction, remember that whole number is like the top of a fraction. So we're going to cancel out the 2 and the 2. That's going to leave a 1 and a 1. And all we're doing is multiplying the -3 and the 1. Well, that's easy as pie. I love pie. All right, -3 plus B. All right, now I got to move this -3 over there. That's like adding 3 to both sides, and that's what's going to happen. We're going to move it over here, and we're going to make it a positive number. All right, and then our y-intercept is 3, and so we can use it right over here. That wasn't too bad. All right, so let me clear this off, and then we're going to look at number 4. Write an equation. Robert, hand me that cup of coffee. Robert's my assistant. Thank you. Thank you, Robert, honey. Robert's my assistant. He lost his job a few years ago. I just kept him on staff here. All right. Write an equation in slope-intercept form for the graph shown below. All right. Now, we're looking for the slope. Now, if you got the picture, you can count it with the picture. But I'm going to show you what you can do if you don't have the picture and you just have the points. It says it's at 4, 4, and this is how I find the slope. You may do it a different way, and that's fine. I write the points on top of each other, and then I change the sign of the bottom numbers. I know that's a 0, but just do it with me. Just go with me, baby. And then we'll add them together. 4 plus 2 is 6, and 4 minus 0 is 4, and I'm going to make sure I put that on the bottom because it goes on the bottom of your slope. All right, 6 over 4. Well, don't stop reducing. Fractions go as low as they can. I love that song. All right, so then I got 3 over 2 as my slope. All right. Goodness gracious. Jehudi keeps getting... I'm going to whoop that child. All right, now we got to find the y-intercept. Well, on the picture over there, you can see that the y-intercept is at -2. So we put a -2 there, and Bob's your uncle. Oh, Lord mercy. Okay, we got 2 more problems to go, and then we'll be done, because Granny's got to go watch her stories. All right, so let's look at number 5. It says, write an equation in slope-intercept form for a line parallel to the line y equals 2 over 3x minus 5 with an x-intercept at 7, 0. All right, so, gotta get my pen back. Get it from a checkbook over here. Y equals mx plus b. All right, I'm looking for the slope. All right, it says it's parallel to that, so I'm going to use the same slope, 2 over 3. All right, that was easy. Now, this says x-intercept, so I got to treat this as just like a point on the line. So let's do my side business over here. All right, it's consignment sales is what my side business is. All right, I'll use that 0.70, so the y is 0. The slope is 2 over 3, and the x is 7. Uh-oh, this is about to get messy like my grandson Jehudi. Lord, Jehudi, put that down before I get... I'm going to get that fly slap after you. All right, so here's how we're going to do this one. All right, I'm going to multiply the 7 times the 2 on top, and that's going to be the top of my fraction called the numerator. And that's going to be 14 over 3, because that's like 3 times 1 on the bottom. And then that's that. All right, now, I got a positive 14 over 3. I'm going to move it over here and make it negative 14 over 3. And that equals B. Oh, praise Jesus. All right, minus 14 over 3 is that. And so I'm going to leave it like that because Mr. Traylor's going to be just happy with that. All right. Okay, so let's do our final one because it's almost time for me to leave and watch my stories. I wonder what's going to happen on General Hospitals today. I used to watch all my cheering. All right, write an equation in slope-intercept form for a line that passes through -8, -7 as perpendicular to y equals 4x minus 3. All right, so let me write this down first. All right, it says it had perpendicular to it, all right? If I've got a slope of 4, I'm going to treat that as 4 over 1. And then I'm going to remember what we do for perpendicular. We flip it. And oh, my goodness gracious almighty, I got to hurry this up. All right, so watch what's going to happen next, all right? I'm going to use that as my slope. Oh, gosh, it's about to give me a heart attack. All right, and for my B, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this side thing one more time. All right, and so my y point's going to be -7 from the problem. My slope's going to be -1 over 4. My x is going to be -8, and my b is going to be the letter B. All right, now we got to multiply here. That 8 and 4 cancel out, leaving me a 2 right there. So I got -1 times -2 is positive 2. So now I got -7 equals 2 plus b. I got one more thing to be. And I'm going to take the 2 over there. And Granny's going to subtract it. Blah, 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 blah. All right, and I got -9 equals b. And Lord, help us all. There is the final one for that. All right. You be sweet and make sure you email Mr. Truck if you have any questions. Love you. Bye-bye.